I always forget it pauses when you bring up the PlayStation menu when you play FF16. It wasn't the game crashing, that was me bringing up the pause menu so I could unmute my mic and everything and make sure the stream's all good to go. Good, numbing, and welcome back, I guess, to Final Fantasy 16. It's been 3-4 months since we last played it, so I am hella rusty. I fired this up Saturday for like a little bit just to kind of get a feel for it again, and I went into training mode and got bullied by the training monster, and I was like, ooh, ooh, and you know what was throwing me off? L1 is lock on, and I've been used to doing Crystar then Crymachina, where both of them is tap the right stick in. Hey, you're doing more Silver Wolf grinding. Hey, one man, hope you're doing well, and fair enough. But this DLC to immediately step in and warn anyone who hasn't like done the main game or is watching and whatnot. This DLC is only available if you 1 have the final boss unlocked and 2 have done several side quests. I have it available because on my main save I have everything done, but it's just a heads up that because of those requirements, it's probably going to have plot threads either tied to the finale of the game or to some of the side stories. So, for anyone who hasn't like experienced 16 yet and experienced the story, there's a good chance there'll be spoilers ahead, just as a warning. As you can see by the fact on level 89, I'm playing on my hard mode save, because on hard mode the level cap is way higher than, you know, normal mode's 50. Because there's a trophy for beating the final boss of this DLC on hard mode, and so of course I want that trophy. So we're absolutely going to do trial by fire and do this whole DLC on hard mode blind. Why? Because why would I be logical and load up my normal save file when I can load up my hard to try and knock out an extra trophy in one playthrough? Also, Silver Wolf keep failing. You'll get there, dude. You still got a few weeks. But to go through my gear, I have the ultimate weapon, which you can only get in hard mode, because you need a material you can only get from the hard mode playthrough, and you need to forge the God of Damarang, which you can only do by doing basically 100%. I've got the reinforced Ouroboros for equipment, the reinforced Sons of Ouroboros as a buckle. But as for my extra stuff, I've got the Genji gloves because 5% extra damage, full stop, brilliant. The Favor of Lightning because Lightning Rod is such a beaut. I know they rebalanced a lot of skills in this game. There was an update that came up between when I finished it and now. Sorry, like there's been a couple patches, like balance patches since then and now, and so I don't know if Lightning Rod's still good or if they've nerfed it. And Giga Flare. Oh no, one man. I always usually do things. It's very much game dependent. I mentioned it before. It very much depends on the game. If it's a franchise I'm confident in, like if a new Tomb Raider comes out, I will always do that on its hardest difficulty because I'm extremely comfortable with the franchise, and so any challenge is welcome. And the thing is that this is for the matter of like trophy stacking, of not having to do the whole DLC twice. Because after doing the whole main game twice, I don't want to have to do a piece of content twice again. Because yes, for the Platinum, I had to do the whole hard mode playthrough. Yeah, and Safety 2, I've said I'm going to do a very hard playthrough of that eventually. Or whatever the hardest difficulty is called. But before I go, one of the things that was added is alternate costumes. They're not too alternate costumes. Like, you can see, like, it's the same baseline. Like, the belt's in the same place, the swords in the 50 degrees are in the same place. It's just kind of like a layering over it sort of thing. But there are alternate costumes for Clive, Jill, Joshua, Torgal, and your Chocobo. And he said horse. But see what I mean? Like, look at Joshua. Joshua's alternate is, like, the fundamentals are barely any different. Torgal is just new colors, and Ambrosia gets armor. I actually kind of prefer Jill's normals, but I like Clive's alternate and Joshua's alternate. Additionally, this is a nice quality of life. You can weapon skin other weapons. So if you get a new weapon and don't like its look, you can weapon skin a weapon you do like. So I can just run around with Braveheart from FF1 if I want to, or the Onion Sword from 3. Or if fucking the Buster Sword was... If you buy the DLC, you get the Buster Sword. And I was like, of course, because, you know, they're hyping up the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out in a couple months. And it's an iconic blade of the franchise, so of course they're going to add it. But I will keep Ultimate Weapon because I genuinely like how this thing looks. But I digress. The last thing to talk about is my skill sheet. I'm keeping Phoenix because jumping towards an enemy is brilliant. I've got Odin for building up the blade. And instead of having Bahamut like I used to, when I was on my hard mode playthrough, Bahamut kind of runs out of worth. So I kept Giga Flare, but I swapped it out for Shiva because precision dodges freezing an enemy in place was just too cracked. Especially on hard mode when some enemies can fuck you up a little bit too severe. Just being able to do a perfect dodge, like you just saw in the little animation on the side there, and just freeze them in place is beautiful. As for my skills, I have Diamond Dust because it builds up stagger like a motherfucker. Ignition because it's Stinger. For lack of a better word, it's just Stinger. I might swap it, but we'll see how it goes. Raging Fist because I love a good counter. Heaven's Cloud, the build-up then Gentetsu quicker. Giga Flare because it's fucking Giga Flare. And Lightning Rod because Lightning Rod literally makes every single other skill better by proxy. So I might swap this for something. I might swap this for something, but we'll see. But anyway, to start this DLC, once you've unlocked Back to the Origin and have done some side quests, there's this purple marker above Sharon, and you can now talk to her to find out what's going on.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Best stock up while you can.
Oh, I should probably do some shopping first.
Buy some, be quick about it.
Because I think this is carrying over from... Oh, no, I'm good. I was going to say, I think this is carrying over from when I beat the final boss, and I think I used some items on the final boss.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem... perturbed.
Do I know? How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
I'd offer to help, but this DLC I just spent the past £10 on, I actually don't want to experience, so I'm going to go now. No, come on.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that colour before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Damn it, that was on me. I was going to check my microphone quickly and I completely forgot that once again, this game pauses if you bring up the PlayStation menu. Fuck. I have to check it after the cutscene.
And they can be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
Oh, my controller's vibrating.
Hey, Hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
So do we think that Crystal is tied to Leviathan the Lost? And now he's going to become not so lost? Because that's the implication I'm getting. Meanwhile... The Imperial Fringes.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Why the fuck do you immediately blame us? That's what I would have responded.
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
All right.
For us,
All right. Fucking Three Stooges over there. Oh fuck! That's Omega. They found Omega. Are you kidding me? I thought they was gonna find Levi. That's Omega. The fuck happened to Omega after 15? For those not in the know of the Final Fantasy franchise, Omega's one of the rawest motherfuckers ever designed in a video game. It is an automated, dimension-hopping Godslayer.
Me neither.
It is designed to literally
then,
just
I've
be
never
those
seen
things.
skies
It
like
is a
these till a
robot
few moons
that
ago.
dimension
It's been all
hops to
changed
different
ever
dimensions
since.
that still have gods in them, murders
think
those
of it,
gods, then
the
hops
first
to the
time
next
anyone ever
dimension,
heard of
and
these
that's
dust
it.
crystals was after you lot came
It has
out
no
from the
consciousness,
Dominion
it
and
has
brought
no
this bloody
focus, it
rebel
has
with
nothing
you.
else. It's
Do you
just
think the two
new
things are
dimension. There's
connected?
gods here, kill
Who
them.
knows?
Move on.
Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders
And more often
turned
than
to
not,
dealing
if
in
Omega
stuff
shows
they
up in a
never
game,
touched
it's
before.
one of the hardest super bosses
The
in
question
said
is,
game.
who's selling these crystals and where
It was the
is
second hardest fight in 5.
Wait.
It easily was the hardest fight in 12. It's one of the 3 main super bosses of 13-2.
Origin, could they?
It's the hardest fight in 15. I know that's not saying much,
that
but
would
it's
make
super
sense.
fucking hard for a game that's really not hard.
I saw it form in
So
the sky, and that was
I'm
long
expecting
after
to get
we
our ass
returned from
kicked
the
here.
Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
That you missed one. Aye. That were my thinking any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
Right again. I will.
Oh, this will
Let me
be
go and find
cute.
Joshua and
The
we'll meet you in
DLC adventure,
shelves.
you actually get to have a Final Fantasy gang with you. That was a different sound for the quest accepted. Trophy unlocked, a crystal darkly. Brave the dusk. Quest destinations for Echoes of the Fallen are indicated with the purple icon. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side. These will temporarily replace the main scenario objectives. If you wish to restore the main scenario objective, you need to go to the journal tab in the main menu. Fair. Yeah, it completely replaces it. That's funny. It just says, "Get that shit out there. You don't need to fight. You don't need to go fight Ultima. You've got Omega to go fight. That's way worse." Brother, it's good to see you alive again. I mean,
Joshua,
what?
we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
I'm curious where this DLC is going to go, because if this does end up leading to Leviathan the Lost, which is what I think it's going, if we find Leviathan and kill it, that should, in theory, have repercussions to the main story. Because Ultima didn't channel Leviathan's power, because even Ultima believed Leviathan a lost cause. So if we go find Leviathan and take Leviathan's power, doesn't that completely upend a part of Ultima's plan? I'd be very interested to see if, like, we're going to get an FF15 situation that never came to be, where FF15's DLC was eventually going to lead to a new ending, whether this game will do what 15 couldn't and actually have its second DLC lead to a new main ending.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
It'd be cool if it leads to a different ending. As much as I love 16's ending, and I love how
Why should these dusk crystals be any different?
up to interpretation a lot of it is, I would be also up for an alternative take to see, like, how things could be different or where they might like take it.
The skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an
Hey Fabled, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream.
Many achievements.
We've only just really started the DLC. All we've learned is there's another crystal out there that might be tied to Leviathan because water elements.
Indeed.
And the people mining it might have accidentally awoken Omega, one of the deadliest forces of the entire Final Fantasy franchise. And we're now trying to get to the bottom of it, and I was theorizing that if we do find Leviathan at the end of these DLCs, it should, in theory, alter the ending of the main game. Which, considering that was something they wanted to do with 15's DLC, which is have it lead to an alternate ending, I think that might be becoming a reality here, but we'll have to see.
Turned black and began to boil. The first recorded arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen.
I'm a rather enjoyable and flamboyant character in Dragon Quest XI. Fair enough. I know nothing about DQ11, so I'll have to take your word for it. I hope they're fun.
Sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's
Oh, Uncle Byron! Yes, I want to go catch up with Uncle Byron. I've missed him.
A watchful eye and when to turn a blind one.
I also think it's extremely impressive the turnaround rate for this DLC. Considering the DLC had not started development, and we know this for a fact, until at least a couple weeks after the main game came out, because they wanted feedback first before they started working on any of the DLCs.
Out there and it's anything like the others.
It means that, you know, this game came out in June, the DLC's done by December. That is an absurdly quick turnaround from a fresh start. You know, making the new areas, making the story beats, getting the voice actors in, making the new bosses and their mechanics and systems and all the rest. I'm just going to reset my headset. It's going to pause the game world, so give me 1 second. Dragon Quest 11, in my opinion, might be one of the best cool things that you can switch to the old style bit mode of the game or play it in a new high 3D graphics. Oh, fair. I'm aware, like, DQ11, I think it is 11, that went through, like, a shit ton of iterations. Well, like, when it first launched, it didn't have voice acting, and then there was, like, an alternate version that came out a little later on that had voice acting included. Or something like that, or, like, they had, like, a bunch of revisions for it. I know it was one of the Dragon Quest games, because a friend of mine bitched about it a lot at the time, so I just remember it, because he was a huge Dragon Quest fan, and he felt like he was getting robbed, that he had to buy the game twice just to get, like, the better version. Oh, let's go check the state of the realm. Why is that updated? Oh, are we not bringing Dion with us? Can we take Dion with us?
Ifrit, your resolve didn't falter.
No. But I think...
Oh, he's just saying as usual.
See.
I want to take Dion. Dion's like one of my favorite characters in this game. God damn it. Maybe next DLC. And no voice acting and whatnot. Maybe the best upgrade to newer version. Oh, fair. Hey, Vivian.
Back again? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive.
Oh, Echoes of the Fallen's added to the map, so you can recap the DLC story. Which came first, Dragon Ball or Dragon Quest? I have no idea. I know Dragon Quest is hella fucking old, so I'd probably say Dragon Quest.
I have the details here.
All new features now accessible when pressing the touchpad in the Grand Cast. Inner Voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the heart of those he encounters on his journey. Wait, what? Appear and Echoes of the Fallen have been added to the Grand Cast timeline. Speak with Vivian Highway to learn more. There's no time to lose, let the hunt begin. Happy Yip! She smells like flowers. He plays with me and I like him. I will protect you. He rescued me. I was playing with her. Oh, I gotta see this. I think something bad happened. No, he's gone. They hurt him. Where did she go? Presumed deceased. The pack is back together. My friend and hunting partner. He barks a lot. She gives me treats, a big puppy. He smells like he ate ale barrels. She gives me baths. He hides Cooper nuts for me to find. She must be very tired. Hello again. You make a strong pack. Where my master goes, I go. Don't be sad, master. She must be very tired. He has a good nose. Okay, most of these don't change as we go. What happens after Sid dies? Oh no! He's fallen asleep. In the eyes of our doggy companion, he's fallen asleep. No. Where did he go? No. No. Master says he's still watching over us. Aww. I think you'll do a Fire Emblem playthrough. I super do not enjoy tactical RPGs, so probably not.
Very good.
Tactical RPGs, for the most part, are like my kryptonite. I just never really get into them. No, obviously never say never, but it's probably a not, you know? I will, however, say I really love. I know some people find it kind of like controversial. I genuinely really love Engage's main character design. I love the sharp red and blue contrast, especially on the female protag. And Yunaka, I also have a huge soft spot for because she's cute as fuck. But that's about it. Just if I trying to get Robu to play a go, but he's dead set against it.
They're fast on their feet.
What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
Think our Genty. Oh, that new one? Yeah, that's a fair contrast. What's up? You've reached a pivotal moment. The start. Yes.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and led.
First was Awakening, and changed my aspect to the playstyle.
Oh,
fair enough. I know Awakening was a lot of people's first ones.
Still, at least we kept the bastards out.
I was kind of like, I was always aware of Fire Emblem, like even when I was a kid, because I had friends who had like the one on Game Boy. Oh, GBA, sorry.
Exactly?
But Awakening is when it felt like something everyone was talking about it, so I imagine that was like the one. Obviously, the one that people talk about the most is Three Houses, and I get that Three Houses is considered like the pinnacle of the franchise. Whilst Engaged, the new one, is more of like an anniversary celebration game, so it's a little more light-hearted. Which is why some diehards weren't as big a fan of it, because they kind of liked the darker side of Three Houses.
Well, you saw it. It weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamouring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack.
Oh, we're doing... Man! I mentioned this before, but they're clearly fans of Final Fantasy IV, because Final Fantasy IV had like the dark crystals.
In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blast.
There's like anti-crystals.
And we've been searching the pack of every
I mean, I'm down for it. Final Fantasy IV is my favourite Final Fantasy. It's just there's a number of references to 4 in this game in particular.
Might have been trading in these dusk crystals.
Why? You're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way...
Yeah, and guess what game I also didn't like, Fabled? I love Conquest's art style, but I just could not get into the game at fucking all.
We'll be careful.
And I tried. There's a number of times I have tried to stick to a tactical RPG, and I think it's unlikely that I can't. The only time a tactical RPG I've actually enjoyed and like gone through was Final Fantasy Tactics, and even then, I didn't enjoy everything about it. I just enjoyed where the story was going, so committed enough to it to get it done. Oh shit, alright, hang on. I should probably fight these guys, because I need to get back into the practice, because I haven't played this game in like 4 months. Okay, I think I've kind of got the feel for it again. I say that is, we've just started. I'm gonna die yet. What will be a thing? What will be a test if I can land a parry? Fuck. Well, Star Rail was tactical? I wouldn't be playing it. When it was originally announced, I thought it was a tactical RPG. When it was originally like first revealed, like way back when. The way they promoted it, it came across more like it was going to be more of a tactics game, and so I had negative interest in it. And at some point during development, how they presented it at least changed. So I don't know if it was originally going to be a tactics and they moved to turn-based, or if it was always turn-based and I just misunderstood it or what. But I was under the impression when it first announced that it was a tactics game, and it was only like 5 or 6 months before it came out that I learned differently, and then my interest in it changed. Because originally, like when I first, if it was a tactical game and it's going to stay that way, I wasn't going to play it. I wasn't even going to stream it because I was like, well, I'm not going to force myself into something I know I won't enjoy. But it's similar to Zenless. Zenless has like sort of changed genre throughout its development. It started out as a pure roguelike, and now it's an action RPG with some roguelike elements. It's changed its genre slightly as it's gone on. The roguelike is more of like a side mode if you're just bored sort of thing than an actual main focus point like it was when it was first announced. Which is fair enough. Imagine having enough development prowess and experience that you can just change genre of your development because you don't like the genre at current of your, or don't think it's as fitting for your game. Imagine just being like, yeah, you know, I don't think this genre works for this game. Let's just change its fucking genre mid-development. The only thing is that if Zenless is more action RPG, or more linear action RPG, it puts it more in line with Honkai Impact 3rd.
Still no sign of those.
So there'll be a bit more
traders.
familiarity, but there'll also be a comparison point. And Honkai Impact 3rd has a surprising amount of depth, like more than you'd think, especially considering it's a mobile game. Like in its combat, there's more layers to it than you'd think.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off.
As far as I'm aware with Zenless, it's you have a hub world where you play as your main character, you can run around the town, talk to people, pick up quests. But when you leave that hub world, all the levels you access are linear.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah,
You have a squad of 3, and you have the like the tactical element is how you use all 3 characters. People did find this hidden tech in the beta though. If you do a full spin with your left stick and then press the attack button, every character has a unique special attack from it that the game doesn't tell you about. And I'm like, if there's more like fighting game input commands that have secret attacks from the characters, then I'm gonna be super fucking down for Zenless. I am entirely up for secret commands. Also, the parry is perfect. The parry has everything you need to make a parry feel good. It has hit stop, it has a very loud shang sound effect, it has a lot of sparks. The parry's sexy as fucking Zenless.
Thank you. And please, take care on the road.
But yeah, Genshin's the only Hoyoverse game that's open world, and I imagine that will stay that way just because the workload for just the one turn-based RPG is already gargantuan. Can you imagine having 2 open world RPGs in trying to develop at the same time? You like Billy the Kid, and I think the Shark Girl is Ellie or Ellen. Also, I think it's either Ellie or Ellen. One of the 2. I like the Shark Maid Girl because she's moody. She's a moody short girl, like, what more do you want in life? Come on. My main focus is entirely on Grace. Grace is from the Bellabug Industries, and is the girl in, like, the black short shirt, like, the baggy jacket is, like, around her waist. She has, like, the red goggles, the black hair, she has grenades. Level 90, Jesus.
Hand over those crystals.
I think Grace, or Grace Howard, is entirely my vibe.
Not come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
You're right. Let's focus on finding the traders.
Well, I need to get more practice in, Joshua, so you can wait.
You lot took a wrong turn. Bad luck.
For a reason. Yeah, Nicole, the leader of the Cunning Hares. I like Nicole. I think she's I love complete goal failures to have a shit ton of confidence, and she is like, you look at her trailer and it's like, man, this girl kind of she's kind of like failing her way through life, but she does it confidently, and I kind of admire that. And she uses a briefcase for a weapon that holds like secret guns in it. She basically has Pandora. She's Dante's Pandora from DMC 4. Reinforced demon test, Ash. I wonder if it's like any of the new equipment. There's a lot of like these troops around it. I mean, not our hiders.
Just stick 'em. Stick 'em all.
Just stick 'em. Project Mugen isn't Holoverse. Or that's a different company. Or Hoyoverse, sorry. It's same with Arknight's Enfield. That looks like an open world. That's a different company. I am excited for Enfield, though. I'm genuinely... Arknight's Enfield is coming to PS5. And so, an open world anime RPG that isn't just Genshin, yeah, sure, I'm up for something different. And I genuinely like Arknight's character designs, it's just I have no interest in the normal Arknights because I'm not into tactics games. But I love the character design, and I sure as shit love the music. Arknight's music, it's got some real bangers in there. But an open world RPG with Arknight's characters, where you play as... you play as, like, this sick, like, lady with a sword? Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, yeah, Breath of the Wild made an impact on the entire industry, and rightly so. Even though it's not my kind of like ideal game, its innovation is unparalleled, and so of course there's going to be a lot of inspiration that would float around the industry. But what I want to see is different companies take different takes on that fundamental. And that's what I love with Genshin. Genshin isn't just Breath of the Wild but anime, despite what some people say. There's a lot of original stuff and original ideas applied to it that makes it stand out. It clearly, its inspiration is very fucking clear, but they did something with it to make it their own. They didn't just, you know, do it and carry a thing. No, I'm super excited for Endfield. And it is Endfield with the D, not Enfield. I made that mistake. But open world RPG. The characters look sick as fuck. PlayStation 5 at launch. What more? Well, potentially at launch. I like that you can. It's taking more cues from Tears of the Kingdom as well, because you can build things in the map to help you navigate it easier. Like I saw in a gameplay footage of someone building a zipline point and then building another one on the other side of a canyon so they could just zip across when they needed to, and I was like, that's kind of cool that you can just build it and put it anywhere. Oh yeah, I've seen 1,000,001 like bullshit who cares kind of ads for a lot of Hoyoverse games. You get decent adverts and then you get a whole bunch of other ones that are just atrocious, and you're just like, well, come on guys, you're like $1 billion company, you can afford to do
a word
better ads.
I understand you've been selling some Crystar.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you could take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
Oh. Oh, you didn't have to say it like that, dude. Oh, I can smell the shit that's in his pants. Smells like fear.
Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help.
If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Are you a... He's like, hey, yeah, they're gonna make them, like, fight us and then book it.
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
What? Him?
Wait, I'm not...
These band of cunts.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
They won't get far, Clive.
Even Jill's like, look, just let them...
They'll wish they had.
We'll deal with them in a minute. Before we do this fight, my headset's being very staticky again. 1 minute. Can we start on the recent con game? What, you mean the shovelware? There's nothing really to say about it. It was done with no budget, had weird expectations, and then was just kind of thrown out.
Kind of you to think of him.
I don't think it's the worst game of this year, or the worst, like, noticed game of this year. I think that would still go to things like Gollum, but yeah, it's, oof. Yeah, I knew what you're talking about. I think, when you said new Kong game, everyone was like, yeah, you're talking about that shitty Skull Island that has a literal JPEG at one point in a cutscene.
Did you see which way they went?
North.
Because it was so underdeveloped. Instead of showing a flashback in a cutscene, they just show a JPEG on screen in the middle of the map, and that's it.
After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. There was something odd about those three. They seemed less like merchants.
Sorry, just checking something.
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused?
Faster!
I saw all the funny clips when that game first came out of like of how much of a fucking dumb mess that game is.
What did you find, boy?
But I'm glad in 2023 there's still some real fucking gems of atrocious game releases. They every now and then you just see a release and it's like, hey look, it's a licensed game that reminds you why the old joke of licensed games are bad is still around.
They'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
I'm probably back on my chocobo. I want to try and get this whole DLC done in one stream, so I need to like hop on my chocobo in between encounters, really. It's supposed to only be around 3 hours long, but we'll see.
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Oh, you got the fucking... Okay, they're probably around here. I forgot the bluebird aggros. I was like, they'll leave me. Yeah. Did you know that some of like the Call of Duty devs actually got up in arms about that comment? And I was like, well, maybe if you don't make your campaigns 2 hours long, we wouldn't be in it. We wouldn't be in this situation. Your £60, $70 campaigns, if you didn't make them 2 fucking hours long, we wouldn't be in this situation, huh?
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that.
I want to know the names of the 2 lackeys.
Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you?
This is Clive's way of saying, we'll fucking kill you if you try that again.
Dusk crystal.
In-game.
We want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us?
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Oh, what the hell?
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Terrifying is Evangelion.
Yeah, Chief.
Oh, I wish I could give a shit about Tower of Fantasy. When it was first getting shown off, it looked alright, and then it kind of came out and died. And every time I see anything on it nowadays, it just kind of looks like whatever. And I'm just like, man, what happened?
Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish?
Get it? Echoes of the Fallen? He said echoes and fallen in the same sentence. Get it?
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
So I've Tower of Fantasy downloaded, but I haven't probably played it. I mean, yeah, it's free, so what's the harm in like downloading to check it?
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not.
Alright, our fucking goose chase continues.
I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
The reason why I'm curious about, like, of the 3, like, morons, what the, like, the side lackeys are called, is because every Final Fantasy, since I want to say, like, 5 or 6, has had a character called Biggs and a character called Wedge, and I think that's them. I think they're going to be Biggs and Wedge. Alright, good fight. GG. I'm shaking the rust off. Johnny was a fun little side character in 7. Yeah, I love him in OG 7, but I really love what they did to him in Remake 7.
Well, that was ill-timed.
Because he was just kind of around for like 4 or 5 little scenes across the entire game. And then they kind of like... They still kept him a side character, but they really expanded on him in Remake and just kind of did a lot more little dumb shit with him. While still keeping true to who Johnny is. I'm glad we don't have to go run and find him again. We're just going to march up to him and go, "Oi!" At least I hope that's what's going to happen.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck, Marnik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we...
It's like Team Rocket level comedy relief, Tifa Simp, yeah. And he's also voiced by the always wonderful Yuri Lowenthal, so he's just a great joy.
Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
Speaking of voice actors, Jessie's voice actress, Erika Lindbeck, she voices Chevrous in Genshin, the purple-haired girl with the fucking rifle that's coming out in next week's update. So, Erika Lindbeck's finally in Genshin. I'm like, it took them long enough.
When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
I'm just happy all 3 Erikas, like I've collected them all. All 3 Erikas are in Genshin.
I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on.
Because Erika Harlacher is Venti, Erika Mendez is Ayaka, and now Erika Lindbeck is Chevrous.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
Yeah, she's Jessie in 7 Remake. She's Margilu in the goated Tales of Berseria. She's Shion in Tales of Arise.
But is it large enough
she's Peppermint in Hi-Fi Rush, which is another fantastic performance by her.
Why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
And she's a mountain ton of other roles, but like there's some like the big ones that came to mind immediately.
To think there could have been a Mother Crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive, but whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long.
Oh, thank God I can just warp over there. I was about to say, it's like, don't make me run all the way over there. Let me just warp over. Do you mean how's the pay? Like with an S, like how is their pay? It depends. Genshin went through and it wasn't, to be fair, in the western side, it wasn't like Genshin themselves, but it was the voice acting, like a company that they leaned on to do the voice work for, was not only like underpaying some of their voice actors, but straight up not paying them on time for a few months. And when it kicked off, then Genshin's like main team stepped in when they heard about it to try and resolve it. When they heard that some of their voice actors hadn't been paid for upward of 6 months for their work, it started to like hit the news that, hey, some of the English dub actors aren't getting fucking paid for the several months of work that they did. The like the Genshin main team stepped in. I don't know how far it got resolved or what's happening and whatnot, but yeah, it was bad for a while. And the main Genshin team, or the main Hoyoverse, just weren't aware of what was going on the western side until it was made aware to them by people kicking off, and rightly so. Because imagine working for, you know, thousands of recorded lines over dozens of sessions and then not even getting fucking paid for it because the company you work for keeps on going, oops, we'll get around to it.
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly are.
But Bandai Namco, as far as I'm aware, are usually pretty good with their pays.
Clive, remember,
so I know she pretty did alright with Margilu.
No magic. Right.
Square Enix have their own in-house recording studio, and that can be both a good and bad thing, because that doesn't tell me Oh yeah, right. We can't use our magic because we're in the dust. Right. So we're kind of fucked here. We're in the blight, so we can't use our magic.
I'll manage.
Oh, well, something that they brought up in the main game and they never capitalized on, they're finally doing so in the DLC. Man. Well, these enemies are level 97. The fuck's going on here with the leveling? Alright, and you have no magic. What else can you do but stinger spam? The World Quest for Fully Voiced as well. You know, the reason why they haven't isn't to do with budget. It's because of data space. People underestimate how much data space voice work actually like fills up on a disc, or like fills up in data in general.
Indeed.
If they had all like every single side quest voiced as well, Genshin's size would be astronomically bigger. Whilst at least at current they can keep it. Well, it's still big, but they can keep it down. It's the same reason why in some updates they straight up uninstall voice files. They uninstall voice files for events that aren't getting rerun, that are like been and gone, because it's unnecessary data baggage at that point. And especially with a game that has 5 giant countries to explore, yeah, I can understand why they would see where they could optimize for the sake of keeping the data size down a little.
Then this must be
With at least 2 more regions to come with Natlan and Snezhnaya.
There's only one way to find out.
I say at least 2, but I still think Khanria is going to be added. And maybe Celestia. And maybe even the Abyss. It depends how long they want to keep it going. Trophy unlocked. The only way is up. The only way is up! How big is it? Well, yes. The Sage Spire, Western Rosaria. No mountainous silence do wintered spectres watch from on high, ever reminding us of how far we have climbed and how far we have fallen. Let's go. Sage Spire, the Imperial Province of Rosaria.
It seems somebody's woken this place up.
I love that the costumes carry over into the cutscenes. Not every game does that, but I really appreciate it when they do.
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Oh.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols.
There's machines in here.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
My controller lightly vibrates with every single alarm sound. Oh, new music. Oh, new music. It's always magic to hear new Final Fantasy music. Also, these enemies are level 90 fucking 8. Oh, I completely missed. Oh, Muse. Oh, I dodged way too late. That's fine. Ow, fuck. That's not so fine. God damn, was that nearly like 1,000,000 experience points I got from this? Fuck. No wonder the enemies are so high level. It's like, yeah, no, you'll catch up. Well, I'm a big fan of this music playing so far. M11 is coming. Oh yeah, the shopkeep. The end event shopkeep. Hopefully he's going to start talking about Natlan, because he usually talks about the region you haven't been to. So we can actually get a few more tidbits about Natlan from his adventures in there. The escapement bit? What? I need to have a look at some of it, because we picked up something else as well. Oh, the reinforced demon sash is not as good. What about the escapement bit? Reduces ability cooldown time and restores a small amount of the HP regen gauge following a precision dodge. Oh! Effect potency is directly affected by the strength of the attack dodged. Oh! That is actually kind of cool. Sure, I'll equip it. Perfect dodge and reduce the cooldown. Half Flame. Some opponents can cast the spell Half Flame to summon a magic sphere that protects an ally from by dealing damage to anyone who comes in contact with it. Enemies accompanied by a Half Flame can be identified with the icon above their heads. The sphere can be dispelled by attacking it with B1. Melee strikes the sphere will do Clive's damage, so range is recommended.
More goblins. So now we know where they got their weapons. But how long have they been hiding here?
Right, yeah, I see the Half Flame. Let me just get the fucking rid of that. Put out some Zantetsuken for later. Ow. Oh, hey, big guy. Yeah, fuck these things. I don't care if they're level 10 levels higher than me. I can still ruin their day. Ow. I mean, they can ruin mine as well, so I've got to be a little careful. I don't think it will kill. Oh, yeah. Okay, just barely. Damn, we're getting a shit ton of experience. I mean, it costs like 8 million experience points to level up when you're at this point, so I get it. But it's still a lot. But we're getting more than like what most bosses give us per normal encounter.
Everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
I actually want to change this. I'll keep Heaven's Cloud, though, because that one's great. I mean, there is a better one. It's Dancing Steel. It's just, you've got to make sure you hit that bitch. If you miss it, it's a huge cooldown as punishment for missing. So you've got to make sure you hit that bitch, which is why I don't lean on it. Yeah, I'll try that for now. Oh, those idiots are here.
I know that voice. Come on.
More enemies? This is like an enemy room. No? Oh, well, I'm not going to complain. Oh, what's that thing glowing way up there?
Well, look who it is.
And what is that thing?
Warning. Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
What the hell is it talking about, Joshua?
My controller's vibrating like hell. Uh-oh.
Good things, lads. Good things.
Come to those who run. Run then, you fucking idiot. Well, there he goes. These guys' fight and flight reflex isn't very good. They're just kind of like freezing up. I know that thing's kind of scary, but fucking run, you idiot.
Hey! Over here. Take your friend and get out of this place. Now!
Oh, you see, he's fine.
And will they run away? We do the fighting.
What is this thing? Sigma. Oh fuck! It's this the epitome of a Sigma male. It just dive kicked me. It is a Sigma male. It just fucking dive kicked me. Oh, I'm backing up. Alright, slow and steady, boys. Slow and steady. In those martial arts! Ow. Fuck, ow. Hey, here's the test. If I'm still rusty. Yeah, here comes the dive kick. That's funny as hell. Backing up. Whoa, that comes out way faster now. Okay, he spent that shit up. He had enough of our shit. Turning into a bit of a bullet hell here, guys. Oh shit, oh, I nearly got baited. Ah! Oh, I love the music in this game. I know it's just a normal boss theme, but I've missed it. I brought the soundtrack for this game. I own the 10 fucking CDs of this game's soundtrack. Whoa, fucking, I love the martial arts of this dude, but calm it down. Fuck you. You know, I am a smidge concerned about, like, the orb that's, like, floating around me. Oh, it was a shield. Okay, never mind. It was. I was a little concerned about the thing that's actually trying to help me. Oh, damn! That just killed it. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to kill it. Fuck yeah! All right, Judgment Bolt was a good choice. Yay, we leveled up. Flawless Tissue and the Fallen Enforcer Reforged. Oh, it's not as good as the ultimate weapon, but then if it was, it'd kind of defeat the point of making the ultimate weapon. Shadowy details of its make and provenance aside, attempting to explain why a blade so apparently blunt might be able to slice through hardened steel like a brand through butter would be like trying to explain why birds can fly or the sky is blue, an endeavor best left for bards and book rights. It's like, hey, look, I know it's blunt as shit, but it can cut through things, trust me.
Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating emergency call relocation protocol.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a Mother Crystal.
Is Omega protecting a Mother Crystal? Why? Once again, in lore, Omega is a dimension-hopping automated godslayer. So unless it's saving a crystal for itself to help it kill some of the gods, what other purpose would it have the crystal?
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then. As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us, told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, Mother Crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dusk crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes, at a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But what about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take.
Yeah, I said, that is great advice for someone that isn't fucking me. Get out of here. We'll handle this. And so it continues. Aw, your names aren't Biggs and Wedge, it's Alec, and I guess your name doesn't matter.
Are you sure you...
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
I told the chief we should...
Alec and Marnik. Well, your names still kind of ring off the tongue, but no Biggs and Wedge.
To think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed. Knowledge now lost.
All this just to build up a showdown with Omega. I mean, he deserves it. It's better than the build-up they gave him in 15. He just fucking shows up on the street. And Shiva comes up and says, hey, that's a god killer, be wary. And that's it, that's your build-up. Go fight it, go fight it. It's not a god killer, it's the god killer. It's literally just an automated robot of death.
Like every other fallen ruin.
Then there'll be a lift.
And this lift will probably...
Onward and upward.
Yep. The lower ring. Lower ring? Oh boy. You know, reading lower ring doesn't tell me nearly done. It tells me we've got a ways to go. Oh!
Any idea what those are?
Not nice.
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
Cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here?
Fallen belt +3. I doubt it's better than what we've got because I spent a long time working on this. It is? Oh. Oh, well, shit. I spent so long making that. Fuck. Oh. Oh, man. I mean, it was months ago. What do I care, really? Well, then there you go. Do the DLC before you do the final boss. You literally get better equipment. If it does end up leading to a new ending after both DLCs, I can't wait to bully the shit out of Ultima with like these like DLC gear. They're gonna break from their like shells. So I'm just checking something quick. All right, there we go.
Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
Alpha 2 Epsilon, so there should be 5 enemies, right?
They're still alive.
This tower is more than 15 centuries old.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of missed Ignition, but what I'm going to do... Oh, it was in combat. I'm going to put Ignition there, and I'm going to put Judgment Bolt over Heaven's Cloud, and just save the Zangetsu and not use it until we really need it. Because I miss being able to basically just stinger across the whole map. Which is probably why I kept it in the first place with my hard mode playthrough, because I just miss stingering across the map.
To me!
Oh, I got stuck on the scenery.
Stay down!
There.
This place to grow crystals. Why imprison creatures here?
And it makes sense that all the enemies are called like Alpha to Epsilon. You know, we had Sigma earlier. Because the leader is Omega. So what's its naming protocol gonna be? You know? If it's called Omega, all of everything underneath it's gonna be something that isn't Omega. It's gonna be Zeta, it's gonna be Gamma, it's gonna be Epsilon, it's gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna be all them, it's gonna be Lambda.
That device.
We're gonna have new and new later on, potentially.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Oh, the specimens are all lab babies.
So they were turning living creatures into crystals.
Oh, that one's awake. That Chimera's awake. Yep, hi. Oh, I just got caught as I went to move.
Nice try.
Over here!
Oh, it's not a strong Chimera though. This will probably kill it. Or at least get it close. No, you'll kill it. I hope this gets added to the arcade mode after you beat it. So I can redo this like with the arcade systems and see what it's like when it's when you're trying to do score runs.
Some of the creatures in these cages have been seeing Balastia.
It's a big ass level too. It's got like, you know, Sigma in the middle of it, and now it's only the mid boss. Hey, hey. Stop casting spells. Oh, I have no idea what I parried, but I'll take it. I have no idea what I hit, but I'll take it. Imagine... Oh, this thing tried to shoot at me. I was like, imagine accidentally royal guarding when you had no intention to. That's basically what happened. New enemies? Oh yeah, I can see where they're approaching from, actually. Never mind. I won't ask my question. Get out of here. Bong! Boom! Alright. Judgment Bolt's pretty sick. You know, I know we're not at Omega yet, but I'm not doing too bad for someone who's this rusty. Nourishment bit. Okay, what's that one? Increase HP regen potential when taking damage while automatically restoring HP regen gauge. Oh, okay, no. The baby bitch mode. No, I'm good. Hey, do you want more health regen with your health regen? No, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for the offer, though, but I'd rather more laser beam damage. Oh, hi. This is cool looking. It's got a lightsaber? Alright. And this thing is Omnicron. Or Omicron. I don't know why I put an extra N in it. Omnicron. It's got a jetpack and a lightsaber. This guy came from the cool camp. This guy thinks he's fucking slick. Oh, I timed that. I was way too early on that. I was meant him to slam it down way sooner than he did. What? Okay, he'll pursue through them. Hopefully this will do enough. Fuck, no, not enough for the stun. That's okay. It's close though, that's what matters. Here. I want to make sure the thing gets in it. Christ. This thing's nearly dead. I'm just going to stop building up some Zantetsuken for later. Oh yeah, now he's in rage mode, which makes sense.
Nice try. Nice try.
We do this all day, motherfucker. Oh hell yeah, and Grand Cross at the end.
Nice try.
Hey, fuck you. God, the game. I forgot how fun the gameplay in this game is. I forgot how damn fun it is when you're in motion and you're just bullying the enemy back. Bombardment bit. Increase the damage dealt when using most aerial attacks by 20%. Also increase the maximum number of stomps from 2 to 3 or 6 if ability is mastered. Oh my god, that's cracked. Yes.
And that makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
I am going to rearrange again. Honestly, I am going to take... Is it this one that I want? Yeah, because Gungnir's only good as multiple. Yeah, I'll take Heaven's Cloud. And over... You've served me well, Lightning Rod. But Judgment Bolt is way too fucking good. And I already de-equipped the Lightning Rod upgrade, so it makes sense. But Bombardment bit kind of interesting. Bombardment bit's kind of interesting. I'm giving up 5% more Giga Flare damage, but you know what? 20% more aerial damage and more basically enemy steps? Yes. I appreciate the 16's continuing the tradition of the DLCs in Final Fantasy games has some really randomly cracked abilities and skills tied to it. And this isn't even the main one. The next DLC, we're going to be fighting Leviathans, picking up Leviathan's skill tree. So that's a whole new skill tree. How many potions am I on? 5 normal. I haven't used any of my high potions, nor used strength tonics. You know what I'm going to do? Because, you know, we're approaching, something that's a little scary. Where's my items? My quick selects. I'm going to put that on instead. A defense tonic. Because I think we're going to need a defense boost quite a bit when we get there.
This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
It wants us
That
in.
is hurting us.
Yeah. Ooh, the landing.
Fleet.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
They had airships. They were ready for like
See this.
They were ready for like international war. I gotta go have a look at the view. I mean, come on, it's right here. Yeah, let's go. We'll just catch all of them. Like, how big's the blast radius? Oh, okay, not that big. It kind of caught this one a little bit, but that was about it. But you gotta learn. Right in there. Nice. Well, guys, you're fucked. No, I'm sure they'll walk behind me in a second. Yeah, there they are.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Let's show them what we're capable of.
Oh, I still got caught. I was trying to see if I could get a parry in to get the Zatenzuku up, but no, there's too many enemies on screen to really try and brave that. I will try and do away with some of the extras though. We're good.
That's better.
Oh boy, I wonder what's in this one. This engagement bit. Indicates precise parry timing by temporarily changing the color of the target's display name. Increases slowdown following a successful parry by 20%. Oh, that's actually kind of helpful for teaching you like the parry timings. I'm good, but that's kind of nice. Oh, what next?
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
Oh god. Not a Doom. Not one of these guys. Not something that can cause Doom.
Are as worthless as the others.
Looks cool though. And this one is Angra Menu.
How is that even possible? Better not to think about
Quakeja? Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh, he tried to summon Dual Eyes again, I interrupted it. Roulette. Oh. Oh, okay. Now we're... now we're in some, like, real MMO shit. Alright, I see you. Dude, how long have Prince charging it up? I was like, I should probably be trying to challenge that. I'm not quite sure again. I was stuck in a corner. I was like, I'm just gonna hope I get good dodge timing, and I didn't. Get out of here. Doing 60,000 damage, I'll take it. I'll not roulette again. Oh hey, that literally lined up on me. Nice. I mean, they didn't get out of it, but whatever. Oh, I'm out of normal potions. And I'll use one high. Nearly there.
Nice try.
No, not this shit again. No. I'm interrupting this. I'm not playing your game again. Oh, you have to. Great. Okay.
Nice try.
Oh, nice. This should kill. And the mission level's still not over because it still hasn't done the victory fanfare. It is just one giant level with a bunch of bosses in it. We're leveling up again. Oh no, just barely not.
Neural link lost. Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother. They may not.
Yes, don't encourage them. Well, rule of 3, we've fought 3 mini-bosses so far, so I'd like to think next is Omega. Oh, I like this music. Hey, do you want to, like, restock me on potions before I jump into this hell? Damn, I like this music a lot. The upper ring.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
Cool. Bit of blood and gore. I mean, it is rated 18, so they can just do whatever. Fine. Oh, I didn't want to see bombs in here. Uh-oh. Let's try and kill him quick. I also want to try and get a Zantetsuken built up ready for Omega. There we go. Oh, nice. I gotta go get this, hang on. Oh, well, you... Right, I forgot, this is Final Fantasy 16. They are really dead against you using your skills as movement tech. You do just have to live with it and run. You try and use any movement tech to move quicker, your character just has real long, cooldown. A simulant bit. Increases rate at which damage multiplier rises while enemies are staggered, as well as increases multiplier maximum to 200%. The battle technique double impact is earned upon attaining this multiplier maximum. That sounds sick as fuck. And I want it, but I don't want to give up the Genji glove because it's just... Genji glove is 5% more raw damage. I will do that. So we're going to need as much stagger damage as we can get, I fear. You might be a super-powered panther, but you're still a panther. I know how you work. These giant veins and shit. Like, we're slowly creeping out of Final Fantasy and more into Devil May Cry, and I'm all for it. Like, all these giant gore mechanisms everywhere. Alright, Mr. Minotaur. Asterius. Oh, okay.
Born over 1,500 years ago. Yes.
I mean, Asterius is a bull, so it's a fitting name. Ow, that... Okay, deadly is... I was hoping that would chase. Ow, God! Deadly is indeed the accurate word. Oh, he keeps on delaying his attack. It's like fucking Elden Ring boss over here. Oh, again. Jesus, it comes out so fast! Oh, he was nowhere near close, okay. He stopped from like a mile away. Again. Alright, he comes at you like a fucking bat out of hell. Got it. Get ready.
Too slow. Let's try. Let's try.
This might kill. Yep. Revivement bit. Improves limit break induced elements while increasing HP regen limit break by 50%. Also, if fatal damage is taken while limit break is full, a limit break is automatically triggered, preventing knockout, except under special circumstances such as being in the Deadlands. Like, such as in magic limiting areas where you can't use it. Alright, so that is a Moogle coin. Literally. As long as you've got Devil Trigger spare, you will get resurrected. Trophy unlocked, Bit Fit. Collect all the fallen bits. I like how that's what they call it. The fallen bits. Alright. Some of the bits are kind of OP, but at least considering that was the last one, I imagine it is Omega next now.
Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
I mean, no, Liben, not Leben, one man. A Fable to talk about Liben, which is an NPC in Genshin that talks about where he's been, and if he's returning at the end of, I think either this update or the next one. So he's returned from Natlan, so we're going to get some Natlan lore tidbits soon.
There's another one of those devices.
Oh. Yeah, well, welcome back though. I am literally, at least I think, about to go fight Omega. You know, one of the franchise's coolest super bosses.
501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492%. When biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B level for military.
Oh, I love the music of this dungeon.
Waste not, want not.
I love all the gore effects and like vein shit as well. Like it's something straight out of Bloodborne in areas, and I'm all for it. More enemies, awesome. So I want to get my Zantetsuken built up before Omega. Oh wow, that's way quicker than a normal one. I was ready to parry it if it was normal timing, but no, that came out lightning fast. Jesus, just such a quick little motherfucker. I appreciate that, you know, it's one of the things that I hope, like, later Final, like, if this team makes another Final Fantasy, that they'll kind of, like, work with a little bit, but we'll have to see how it goes. Is, that was an electric slime, and it took the same amount of damage from my electric attack than any other enemy would. But there's no elemental affinity whatsoever. This music is great. Alright, let's go through the... It really is Devil May Cry 5, having to creep through, like, giant blood veins. Look at this! I know this music. It's a remix of Escape from Final Fantasy 14. I swear it is. Bum bum ba 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 dum bum. Which, for those who don't know, Escape is Omega's theme from Final Fantasy 14, so I'm not surprised it's a remix. Oh, 2 Omnicrons. Ow. Ow, okay, alright. Bum, bum, ba, ba. Trying to like knuckle down into murdering one as soon as possible, because having 2 of these guys on the field at once is kind of terrifying. Ooh. There we go, now we can focus. Ah, you're not close enough. Whoa. We should kill. Nice.
Secondary and tertiary firewalls breached. Code red. Code red.
The heart must be close.
Bum 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 bum. Such a cool melody. And there it goes. Is it time? Is it time for our showdown with Omega? This reminds me of that damn tower from Final Fantasy 12. Just nowhere near as long. The Hall of Elicitation.
Now's our chance.
Oh, yep, that definitely looks like pain. That definitely... Okay, let me go through my... Hang on. there. Because I'll accidentally use the elixir. I'm not going to use the last elixir yet. We have the defense boost, because I feel we're going to need it. Alright. I've got Zantetsuken ready at level 5. Not all my cooldowns are restored, so I'm going to wait. Judgment Bolt takes half an eternity, but Actually, by the time we stun the thing, yeah, it'll be ready. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's go fight Omega. I'm ready to get my shit kicked in. Let's go.
Unauthorized entry detected. Primary core firewalls activated. Initializing iconoclastic defense system Omega-1.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system?
I've a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
Where's the... There it is. I was saying, where's, like, the beam eye? Oh, did it just absorb the whole crystal into itself?
Core containment complete. Authorizing environmental sterilization protocol.
Well, at least we know where it is this time.
Quite. And if we want it...
I can see his removal of sacred idols. You're right to not be looking forward to this. Uh-oh.
All we have to do is kill an icon.
Safety routines disabled.
Hey, Omega. I wonder if you're going to be like a 2-hour fight like you were in Final Fantasy 15. And now the icon battle theme started playing, alright? Okay, yeah, that's definitely Delta attack. Hey, get the fuck away from me. Oh, that health bar's not moving. Uh-oh. I'm going to be doing this slow and steady the whole fight, I'm going to say now. Whoa. Don't delta me again, no! But it puts a lot of delta traps down when it does it. I wonder if that's a hot, like, because, you know, once again, we are playing on hard mode. The trophies for beating this boss, by the way. If you beat this boss on hard mode, there's a trophy for it, which is why I'm trying to go for it in one. And it's part of the reason why I'm so afraid, because it's like one of the most infamous super bosses of the franchise, and there's a trophy that says, "Hey, beat this thing on hard mode." That means they know. You know, that tells me they know. It's like you're going to be in for a ride. Yeah, there's the Delta minefields. I mean, so far not too bad, but we're also clearly only in phase 1. Ow. As soon as I say that, I just eat shit. Jesus. Yeah, that's 40k damage, and that bar did not move. Alright, this guy's going to be loaded with health. Got it. I think he might just be out of range. Yeah, he is. Fuck. I wasn't expecting him to just fucking jump like that. Try to swing at me again, you bitch. Gotcha. Nearly stunned. $164,000 damage. Phase shift? Phase shift. Oh, the music stopped. Alright, time for Omega theme. Time for the real fight. It's Clive. Clive, were you stupid? What do you mean? Would you please tell me it's over? Of course it's not fucking over.
Data assessment complete.
Yeah, and now Omega's like, god level threat, time to die.
Weapon routines authorized. Rerouting core power to Omega 1.
Not yet. And what makes you say that?
Old music. It's time.
Those new arms, for one.
Motherfuckers dragged me into the fucking Shadow Realm. Oh god, it's literally the X zone from 5. Oh, okay. I was joking.
Alright. I'm convinced.
Oh! Big fucking fan of this track. Oh, man. It's a remix of Escape. It's a remix of his Final Fantasy XIV theme. Which, like I said, same composer, makes sense. Ion F-Lux. Oh, Bullet Hell! Oh, my favorite! Oh, God! Holy shit. This might take a couple of attempts. Oh, I think bullet hell bullshit again. No, 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 no. Maximum overdrive! What are you, Plankton? Come on. Interrupter? The fuck?
Do you feel the heat, brother? Seems like it still has some fire left in it.
Atomic ray. Oh, no. Okay. Hell yeah. I imagine the YouTube's bitrate is not liking any of this, but it is. I'm on top of my life. This site's great. Hyperextension. Ow, 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 ow. Ah! Oh, and you're setting up a delta attack like a motherfucker. Look at this grinding motherfucker just sliding across the ground. I am amazed you can parry this son of a bitch. I assumed you couldn't. I am amazed I got a parry. I am dumbfounded that you can parry this bitch. What the fuck? I can fly? Right, where does it reset us? Oh, okay, that's actually not too bad. Oh yeah, reset with additional potions. It gave me 2 basic ones. Yeah, thanks game. I mean, it gave me an elixir as well, but still, yeah, thanks game. I see you. So I wasn't expecting a mega weapon, a notorious battle robot that sticks to the ground, to suddenly start fucking taking to the skies like a jet. Oh, there's nowhere safe! Okay, that was a very short attempt. There was nowhere safe to be. I couldn't find it. And so it begins. Oh, I got the dodge. Somehow I dodged the nuke. Oh, I'm not close enough, damn it. So welcome to the rest of the stream. You know, I think I'm gonna be here a minute. I'll take it. That was good damage, I'll take it. Oh, is this... No, this is not... Is this gonna... It's gonna stop flying? Yeah, it's flying. Okay, oh fuck, here we go again. That is so lightning fast! I'm safe. Yeah, I'm not challenging that bitch if I can help it. I've got like no health. Oh, we got a stun. We got a small stun. I need to put up my stun, get Sunset Zukin so hard. Oh, it's gonna start fucking flying again. Fuck! That's so fast! You have to preempt that. You have to preempt it so hard. Oh, that health bar's not moving. Okay, it's a phase shift. That health bar's not moving is a phase shift. So I'm gonna save my Zupten Zukin for a minute. I'm not gonna waste it. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. That health bar stopped moving, so I was like, ooh, I think that's a phase. I think final phase, let's go. It's dimension crushing us? What the fuck? Yeah, dimensional compression! What the fuck? Omega, chill! Chill, bitch, chill! Also, it has no stagger anymore, so I've just got to try and kill it. This is why I saved my super. Oh yeah, we're still on a time limit. The arena's just getting smaller and smaller. Oh no! Oh, damn it! I got two in the source. Where's the checkpoint? I got too lost in the source. Is it phase 2 or do we start from that phase? We do start from this. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's just don't get lost in the source.
We're running out of room. Just keep fighting.
Oh, we've lost our last elixir entirely. That's fine. Sorry, my headset's like getting all staticky again. I couldn't hear anything. Oh, the arena's about to get hella fucking small. It's gonna get tight. What do you mean? Look at all the fucking laser beams. Please, for the love of God, just kill it! Just die! Oh! Oh. Trophy unlocked. Beat Omega on hard. Oh. My heart is pounding. That is a sick fucking fight. That was a fantastic fight. I love that fight. That's an amazing... What is it with Omega and his boss fights never fucking missing? He's always like my favourite fight in whatever Final Fantasy game he shows up in. That fight was sick. That fight ruled. It's my favourite fight in 5 just because of how much like dexterity in your moveset you have to apply to get through it. You literally can't just raw power Omega in 5. He will always just win. You have to actually use all your tools. He was my favourite fight in 12 because he's so hidden away and you literally have to break the game to beat him because he uses game-breaking tech against you. So you have to learn the intricacies of the machinery. He's my favourite of the 3 super bosses in 13 too. He's my favourite boss in 15. He rules in this. Like, Omega never misses. His fights are always so cool. I love that he literally just tries to crush the whole dimension you're in just to kill you at the end. Because, you know, dimensional automated god killer. Proceeds to beat Omega in good time. I mean, we still died a fair few times. But that was a fantastic fight. I really enjoyed that fight. And you can tell my adrenaline was going through the roof by the end there, because I was like, the arena's tiny, there's a million fucking things on screen, I don't even know what I'm gonna live and what's gonna kill me anymore. Just please, Omega, will you die? That was a fantastic boss fight, though. And I'm glad I did it on hard, because I got to really appreciate what Omega is all about, which is it's supposed to be like the hardest thing in the game. And also, we don't know because DLC 2 isn't out yet, but at least right now it is the hardest thing in this game. That is way harder than any like main game threat or optional boss in the main game.
Would you care to do the honours, Clive?
Gladly.
Also, no, icon fight. We didn't turn into Ifrit. Imagine they're saving that for the next DLC. Because Leviathan, we already know, is in the next DLC.
What must you ruin us all? I cannot let you do that. We need these crystals. They're all we have.
And just who is this we?
We are of an ancient tribe, one of the first to lose its lands to the Blight.
Oh, were you Leviathan, the lost
Countless
tribe?
years, we were forced to roam the Twins.
And hence why you made your own artificial crystal, because Leviathan
A
went...
nation without a mother crystal, a people without a blessing. So we found our own. The dust crystals provide us a means to survive.
Yes, but at what cost? Like all crystals, these shards channel ether. And where do you think that ether comes from? It's sucked from the land, as a leech sucks blood from a beast.
And what? You just expect us to believe that?
No, but that doesn't make what we've told you any less true. If this heart is anything like the others, it will bleed the twins of their life force, till naught remains, naught but death.
The proof is all around. What do you think robbed your people of their home in the first place? We are trying to stop that from happening again. And this is the only way.
Fuck me. You're Sid.
Oh, you only just realised.
After the Empire lost Drake's head. What do you suppose they will do when they find out, as they surely will, that there is another heart hidden right here under their noses? Your people's need will count for naught.
Damn it. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not the strongest motherfucker on the planet. I was gonna do it anyway. I don't really need your permission. And then Clive just turns around and breaks it anyway.
There's no keeping this place a secret now. And hanging on to these crystals will only get our people killed. Have it your way then. Just promise me you'll leave my people out of it.
Stand back. It's about to get hot in here.
Surge detected. Warning. System overload. System overload.
Yeah, I'm happy that I did the hard mode playthrough to get the platinum, so I could immediately jump into hard mode with this, at like, you know, roundabout. I say that the enemies are like 10 levels higher than me most of the time, but a roundabout good level. But yeah, this DLC is great fun. It's short and sweet, 'cause we've only been streaming for like 2 and a bit hours, and I think this is it. I think this is the end.
I hope we did the right thing.
Oh, and you couldn't just leave it at that. You had to take another dunk on the fucking Fantastic 7 remake that you just don't like. You couldn't just leave it as, hey, this game looks fun. You had to take it as a pot shot, didn't you? I think you would enjoy this more because it's just Devil May Cry with some RPG elements here and there. You know, it's not like a proper action RPG, or it doesn't feel like an action RPG. It feels more like an action game with some RPG here and there. There goes on to it. Yeah, and I'll be playing Rebirth on stream. And one man, I'm telling you right now, and this is just a fair, respectful warning because I need it to be said. If I'm like losing my mind going hype over Rebirth, which I probably will, and I look at the comments and all I see is you dunking on it all the time, it will get old real quick. I'm warning you now, it will get old real quick. I'm not expecting you to, because I know you know that I'm not like that. I know you're not like that, but I know this will be the one time if I don't mention something, I'll be like, wow, isn't that so cool? And I'll look in the comments and be like, man, that's just shit. I'm watching, well, you're going to have a good few weeks of not watching then, because it'll be all I'll be playing until I'm done with it. I'm super fucking excited for it. I loved Remake Part 1, unconditionally. All it needs to do is clean up its aerial combat and I'm golden.
We all saw the crystals fade, but what of the cages?
And with extra party members, more combat opportunities, more materia, more summons, the level of expression I can do for Rebirth, I'm so fucking excited. It's a goddamn shame Vincent's not going to be playable, that they've confirmed it. Vincent will be in it, but he's not playable. I'm like, god damn it. But that'll be what Part 3's for.
We have more than enough two-legged pests to deal with as it is. However,
I mean, considering you came out of Remake Part 1 thinking it was a 2 out of 10, I don't think the remake is going to be for you full fucking stop, dude.
I was just wondering
if your impression of one of the most intricately deep and fascinating action RPGs I've ever played, even unbiasedly, is 2 out of 10, it's not for you. There's no two way around it. It really just isn't for you. And I'd almost want you not to play it because I just don't think it's worth the hassle of you playing something that's clearly not for you and then you not enjoying it and then giving it a bad review because you didn't like it. You know, like I'd rather you play something you like. I'd rather you have other things that you're excited for and play them and have a good time than willingly put something in front of you that clearly isn't you. You know, it's like I suppose the reason why I don't put tactical RPGs in front of me because I know my opinion of it will be skewed because I'm not a fan of the genre full stop anyway.
I don't recall ever hearing that one, but fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, because Remake 1's just Midgar, and Midgar's like 10... No, not even 10%. It's like 5% of the entire game of the original Final Fantasy VII.
We do. Thanks for...
Everyone goes through a lot of shit. Because we're in literally the Empire Strikes Back act. As in the one where everything goes wrong, and everything the heroes fought for gets them exploded back up in their face, and the villains very clearly fucking win for most of it.
Karen and Hippocrates will want to hear about this.
And you got Vincent, you got Sid, you got Kaishi.
Back to the hideaway then.
And several years have passed. Speak with Sharon at the hideaway. Yeah, it has been several years. I was just sitting, it's like, it hasn't been that long. No, Remake's actually a few years old now. Ooh. Yeah. But February anyway is going to be kind of a busy month. I'm not streaming every single goddamn game that's coming out at the end of January and February. No, fair enough. But there is a handful of them. Like, I'm not streaming Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because that game's supposed to be like several hundred hours long, and I'm like, no. I'll play that in my own time. Same Persona 3 Remake I'm not covering on stream. The same as I am now, 2020, yeah. Tomb Raider Remastered I'm doing, because I'm super excited for that. Granblue, Relink, or whatever the open world RPG is, that's getting guaranteed one stream. It's entirely dependent on how much I enjoy it. If it's one stream, then it'll just be a showcase stream where I just show it off for a few hours and that's it. If I end up really enjoying it, then, well, fuck, you know, like, I'll have to, then we'll sort it out. And then 7 Remake at the end of February. And the reason why I'm not covering that much, despite the fact there's like 10 releases I'm super excited for in a short time span, is because I really want to get onto Atelier Dusk. I really want to get onto Trails from Zero. And if I can, but we'll have to see, I want to squeeze in another classic Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy VI. I know I said I was definitely going to do FF6, but I fired up FF6 and did like a practice bit for a bit, and I was like, oh wait, no, FF6 is the long one of the classic 6. Maybe for the sake of scheduling, I shouldn't do 6 next. I should do either 1 or 3, because they're shorter. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. Not changed between then? Yeah, fair enough. And also, yeah, and Rebirth is also going to be hella long. Because Rebirth is from leaving Midgar all the way to the end of the Temple of the Ancients. And that, in the original Final Fantasy VII, that's about 60% of the game.
A long story. And perhaps one better told in the shelves.
Yeah, Nelcare is always going to be a background thing, but I'm actually happy. I'm happy with Nelcare being a background thing we do every now and then. Because I'm not going into, like, I need to focus on the story or whatnot. I treat it as, like, my comfort game to just kind of vibe with at the end of the week. You know? So, like, that's sticking in the background. Zero Escape is the real one getting benched. And I don't know when I'll get back to it.
Never to go poking round in any fallen ruins.
Not only a mother crystal of human creation, but an icon as well. Truly, the study of our fallen forebears.
I like the way they included Omega in this. It's a slightly different take on Omega from usual, because I said usually Omega's whole shtick is that it's just a dimension-hopping automated Godslayer. Whilst in this, it's something
we had no
that
idea what we were getting ourselves into.
Humans desperate to find godhood over, like, a millennia built.
Of a people so consumed by greed that they sought to.
But it's still the same purpose, because Omega, if it reached full power, would have been on level with the gods and would have absolutely cannibalized them. So it's still the same idea. If anything, this could be argued as an origin story for Omega, and this was the start of everything that came afterwards, of it starting to become this dimension warping death machine. This could literally be the origin of Ultima. That's of Omega, sorry, just because they said Ultima. Nobody feeling Zero Escape, anyways. I like Zero Escape, but I have to be in the mood for it because there's so much going on. And considering the game has like 6 endings that you have to see before you even get the true one, I know that one's going to be a long ride. And when I realized it was going to be like that was the moment I realized it probably wasn't wise for me to have started it when I did, and I probably should have waited till a longer, like, dull period. I still want to get back to it, and I still find it interesting, but I kind of learnt the hard way that I probably shouldn't have jumped on it when I did, because I thought it wasn't going to be as long as it is. I was expecting at most it would be like 20 hours, but then I looked, I was like, oh, it's going to take us like 15 hours to do one of the 6 playthroughs, great. Fan of doing homework playing a video game? That's fair enough. That's entirely fair enough. The fact that I have to have a notebook on standby is not going to be for everyone in any game, and I entirely get that.
We don't want to be gods.
And this is only the first title. I imagine it gets more complicated in the second and third one of the Zero Escapes.
Well said. If one does not learn from the mistakes of the past, one is doomed to repeat them. And so, I mean to write down everything you
Also, for anyone curious, DLC 2, according to the director, this DLC is supposed to be around 2 to 3 hours long, which it is. It's taking us like 2.5 as this cutscene ends. The second DLC says it's about 9 to 10 hours, so that will probably be 2 or 3 streams. So, like, when we come back for the second DLC, that will be a longer journey. But that was a cool, fun DLC. Short and sweet, and had a sick fucking final boss. Oh, it's a curiosity in the chambers we can check. Awesome. So we get a new curiosity. Also, it said new things in the forge. Trophy unlocked. Repercussions. Silence the echoes. What trophy? Am I missing a trophy? Let me have a look. Oh, I am missing a trophy. What is this? Oh, we can do that now. I think we can do that now. Hang on. I think that's what this new recipe is about. It says craft the Omega weapon. I hope the reforged counts.
No scratches.
Yes, it does. Awesome. The trophy unlocked. My reward is with me. Alright, I'm back on 100%.
That it?
Oh! Hang on. Oh, it looks sick. It's exactly the same power as the ultimate weapon. Which is cool, because it means it's an alternate route of getting the strongest weapon in the game. Either do 100% the quests, or go beat the super boss. Following a guide. And to be honest, yeah, the trophy list for Zero Escape, despite the fact I don't have a single trophy in that game, despite putting 10 hours in it, the trophy list is actually pretty easy. It's literally beat the game, because Zero Escape 1 and 2 are in a bundle together, so they're on the same trophy list. It's the first game is literally just beat the game all endings, so you can just follow a guide for that. The second game is beat the game all endings on hard mode, so you just follow a guide for that, because it's an escape room game. So hard mode will just make the puzzle harder, so just follow a guide. So it's like, that's an easy plat off a guide game.
Still alive, are ya? So
pretty much Dangan again. Yeah. I mean, it's the same publisher, so what do you expect? So the Fallen did manage to make a mother crystal of their own, did they? Fat lot of good it did them. Brought the wrath of God down on their own stupid heads. Then left it to their descendants to clean up the mess they left behind. You did a good job making the Sage Spire spick and span, but if that fallen art were anything like the others, I'd wager there's plenty of shards still out there sitting in stockpiles waiting to be sold to the highest bidder. Still, they're not going to last long, shoddy things that they are, and anyone who tries to flog them as common crystals is begging to get themselves nabbed for dealing in dodgy goods. It's hard running between me. Yeah, that's fair. No, those crystals are naught but curios now. They're part of the world's history, not the future.
coin purse weighing you down?
Yeah, I need all my potions back.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
There we are. And now I'm ready for the next DLC. Oh, what can you buy here? My Star and... Oh, do you think Endkanoclasm is that boss theme? Hang on.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Can you make, like, the Omega boss theme just play when you're here? Hang on. I gotta find out. Oh, can you tell I rushed my hard mode playthrough? There's a whole bunch of, like, main game ones I don't have. So what's this? It's the credit song. Never mind, moving on. Intimate V and focus me to enjoy unique mechanics. Yeah, that's fair. So I will get back to it. I'm just not in a rush. Is this the... I just need to find out. Is this the Omega battle theme? It is. It absolutely is. So you can just have Omega's battle theme blaring out in your hideout. That's kind of funny. Also, this Omega Away 1987 is for buying the Echoes of the Fallen DLC. It's an 8-bit remix of Away. Everyone, I demand a rave. Everyone's just sitting there like, what the fuck is Clive put on? Also, is this in the arcade? Oh, it is. It is. You can go fight Omega in arcade mode. Ooh. To be honest, I love this theme, but there's a small spot. It's entirely nostalgia bias. I kind of prefer Omega's theme from 15 because it was a remix of a bunch of Final Fantasy V tracks with like this slow orchestral intimidation factor built on it. Well, I mean, this is more fitting because 16's far more like fast as an action game. So having this kind of like high energy, high octane action theme makes sense. But I kind of like the slow menace as a bunch of like leitmotifs from 5 in it. A little bit more. But it's still a sick boss theme, and it's for a fantastic boss. What I might do, because I did save the recording, is the recording of the Omega boss fight is go back, trim out the failed attempts, and then upload it as like the full boss fight, as like a standard upload. Because it won't have my commentary in it anyway, so it can just be the straight boss skipping out all the parts where I died. But yeah, this is the DLC track you get, which is an 8-bit remix of Away. Which is cute. There, I'll put it back on the normal track. But that'll do from me. Super fun DLC, had a blast. We 100%ed it, so I'm back on 100% trophy list for 16. The collectibles you can find along the way, the bits as they're called, are all kind of fun, and I want to mess with them and see what I can do with them later down the line. And yeah, bring on the second DLC in spring, which will be adding Leviathan and a significantly longer story. So if it's adding Leviathan, it means a new skill tree is getting added, which is probably why it's the latter DLC, because, you know, a new skill tree then has to be balanced with all the rest of this. Yeah, these are the things, like, you get Onion Sword was free, Buster Sword is by the DLC, and Away is by the DLC. The Buster Sword isn't that good, because, you know, you could buy the DLC at any time, so they can't make it too busted. But you can weapon skin it. Because over here, so you can just weapon skin it. Fallen Enforcer, ooh. Oh yeah, we got that from beating Sigma. Sigma was so long ago, I forgot about it. And you can... I prefer Omega Weapon's design, honestly, over Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon's cool and all, but Omega Weapon, look at that shit. That looks way cooler than me. A blasphemous coupling of living flesh and synthetic bone, this relic of an age long forgotten shudders with this self-same vital spirit that animated the Sage Spire's mightiest sentinels. And when he looked upon mankind's creation, he saw himself. Cool. And you know what else I liked about this DLC? Outside of that little bit at the start with running around the guys, it was all linear level. Which, as I said in my main game review, it was like the biggest thing I loved about the game, was the linear levels and the bosses. I didn't really care for the open fields too much, because I found they got to get a little dull and drag down the pace a little after a while. So it being none of that and just being straight levels and bosses, like hell yeah, it was a thrill ride. And it was a decent length mission as well. You know, 4 straight bosses before you even get to Omega. It's a good gauntlet mission with a lot of enemies, a good environment, sexy music. Omega's a sick as fuck final boss, and I can't wait to see people do it on Ultimania. Or Ultimaniacs, sorry. Like the secret super hard difficulty. That I have barely touched because Ultimaniacs is kind of insane. But there's no trophy tied to doing anything with it, so you don't need to do anything with it. But I know there's going to be some, like, maniac. I'm sure eventually I'll spot, like, Ultima, no damage, Ultimaniacs. And be like, this... Oh, sorry, Omega. I can get a... But I digress. We've been streaming for... Wow, this wasn't even 3 hours. Damn. We really did get through this DLC hella quick. Fuck. But I had a lot of fun, and it was worth coming back to. But I will wrap it up here. If I double-check the schedule, tomorrow we're back on Axiom Verge 2. And we might finish it, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell how far we really are. If we don't, we're streaming it again on Thursday. If we do, I'll do something else on Thursday, but I'm undecided. Wednesday I'm taking off, so Thursday will be Axiom Verge 2 or something else. And then Friday and Saturday should be Nelka. Mechanically, Rebirth will learn. Yeah, I mean, with Rebirth being so close to 16... there will probably only be, like, small things it will adapt from, and it'll be more, Reunion, or what I'm assuming the third part's going to be called. That will probably have, like, more influence of it. But equally, when this team inevitably makes another Final Fantasy, I want them to take a couple cues back from 7 Remake. Because I miss having team control. The fact that this is a Clive-only adventure is fun and all, but I miss, like, being able to... I wish I could swap to Jill, and Jill has her own moveset and her own things you can do, and you could swap to Joshua, or swap to the dog, and they all had little things that were slightly different that you could use to make, like, a good composition of a team. I would love to see this team's next project have teammates be playable again and have more of like a squad goal instead of it just the one-man army. I get why it was like this for this game, because, you know, it's a huge shift. Even though like they've been more action-y for a while, it's still a huge shift from like action RPG to straight up Devil May Cry Final Fantasy that this game is. But now you've done that shift and you've learned from it, now expand it. You know, next time they do a game, I want there to be alternate characters that you alternate between throughout the story, or you can swap between on the fly. But that's... and, you know, if you're going to keep side quests, make them more interesting and not a fucking toll. And, you know, if you can help it, make it more linear in general and get rid of the open zones if you're not going to make them, like, really fun. Because I said that's my biggest gripe, is that this... And Final Fantasy 16 is the epitome of peaks and valleys. Its peaks are fucking phenomenal, but the valleys are deep and they go on for a while. And so it's like, it's a fantastic game let down by those valleys, because the peaks are fantastic. The peaks are some of the best boss fights I've ever fought in a Final Fantasy game, and some of the most engaging combat I've ever experienced in a Final Fantasy game. But then you have 20 hours of chasing after Odin and nothing happening. Whilst the most miserably boring side quests that take an hour each are sitting on the side waiting for you, but you've got to do them all if you want to make the ultimate weapon. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here, which is why the screen just paused, because I brought up the menu. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely really helps this channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Patreon, PayPal, and Twitter in the description of every video. But until next time, you guys all take care now, and I'll see you around. Peace.